If the government is running out of money, who will bail you out when things collapse? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. So, just to begin this evening, I'm going to begin with an awesome American eagle. And this year being 1988. Really want to show off just how stunning and pretty these eagles are. Issued in 1986, the American Silver Eagle is the official silver bullion coin of the United States, issued by the Mint with nearly 40 years of continued production. The American Silver Eagle is the undisputed king of modern bullion and collector coins. In 1988, however, this dominated market position was not yet assured. Of course not, because it was brand spanking new. These coins weigh a full troy ounce composed of 0.999 fine silver, making it one of the most attractive and distinguished pieces minted by the United States. Its walking liberty design is based on the classic 1916 half-dollar design. This is the only silver guaranteed by the United States government for its weight, content, and purity. So I just want to verify that. This is the only silver coin guaranteed by the United States government. But awesome, awesome. See those stars right there? Representing the original colonies. And currently, this year in particular, 1988, I am seeing these as low as $46 with free shipping. So they're not cheap, but keep in mind, you are getting 1988. So for right now, that the actual apocalypse hasn't taken place in today's market, that's what they go for, $46 with free shipping. And that's going to be as low as you can find them. And real quick, before I continue, I want to give a quick shout out. And this is to my loyal subscriber, KTB Silver, comment from the other night. And here we go. Truth, justice, and the American way was the original Superman motto before it was changed to truth, justice, and better tomorrow. Indeed, how much America has changed, how less patriotic we have become. While many would say, it's not that big of a deal, it's actually a massive deal. And it really is just another example of why America has backtracked from being the juggernaut of the world, from being the big boy on the block. And yes, I'll agree to many extents, we still are, but we have lost so much ground. It is disturbing if we want to go another half a century, if that, another century, because we all know that nowadays America is more of a corporation than it is a nation. And that's one of the reasons why we are lacking so much faith, so much patriotism, and so much citizen involvement more than ever before, because we focus more on the corporation than the nation itself. We focus more on the business of America than the business of its people. We're all feeling the effects of recent events, especially here in the United States. With the aftermath of Hurricane Helene and the recovery efforts still ongoing, there's a lot of damage and hardship. But things are improving here and there. Even with some good news, like a drop in unemployment and an increase in job creation, we can't ignore the bigger picture. Events like the recent port strike highlight deeper issues that we need to be paying attention to, issues that will have a long-term impact on our economy and day-to-day life, not just for ourselves, for our family members, for our friends, our loved ones. The port strike is a perfect example. The workers and management, they came to a tentative deal, but the real issue, it wasn't wages. It was about the workers fighting to ban automation. A lot of people should be really working to fight automation. And this is where I'm going with this. That's what many, including myself, believe will threaten their jobs long term. On one hand, the fight for their livelihoods, for our livelihoods is important, but on the other, limiting automation will hinder future efficiency and possible cost reduction. So it goes both ways. What does that mean for us? Overall, the cost of goods will continue to rise and supply chains will remain strained, keeping prices high for everyday essentials. While the deal was temporarily, this deal has temporarily eased tensions, uncertainty lingers, especially as we see more and more strains on the economy. In times like these, when we're facing unpredictable events from strikes to natural disasters, silver acts as a stable hedge against the financial chaos. Even though we're seeing job growth and improvements in unemployment numbers, it's clear that the broader economic picture is still very much shaky. The Federal Reserve has hinted at interest rate cuts, but these may not be as aggressive as previously expected. And we haven't seen any aggressive rate cuts by no means, which means inflation will persist for longer. Rising costs of goods, higher premiums from insurance companies, and increased instability due to government delays is handling crisis all paint a worrisome picture. With the economic landscape uncertain and the government struggling to keep up with demands like FEMA's funding issues after Hurricane Helene, it's obvious that we can't rely solely on traditional financial systems. The more volatility we experience, the more valuable silver becomes as a form of personal security. It's not just a precious metal, it's an insurance policy against inflation, supply chain disruptions, and economic breakdown. So while we're dealing with these ongoing issues, my focus remains on stacking God's money. And silver is God's money. Folks, thank you so much for joining us for another evening of Silver Dad Knows. God bless you, God bless your household, and God bless the United States.